Hey everybody, in this video in the Layer 3 MPLS VPN, we are adding customer 2. And so far what we've done is we've configured the service provider. And now the service provider is going to connect P3, this router, over its network into this switch. So let's see what we want to do. We want E02 for P3. And let's see what we want to do for. So we're going to use, so let's figure out what we want to use here. So this should be, let's see what we have here. So gig 1.2, it looks like. Okay, so that's fine. So E02, I'm going to use gig 1.2. So we'll save that. And let that reload. So now we have 02 and gig 1.2. So now that's connected and it's going to change state to up. That's fine. And P5, we're connecting down to the branch switch 1. And let's see what we want to use there. So we're going to use E01, which I think is correct. Let's try that again. So we will use gig 03. So E01 to gig 03. Okay, perfect. Save that. Let this reload. Okay, those should both come up. E01, yes, okay. E02, okay, perfect. All right. So now on the P3 router, the one connected, this one, this is connected to the provider 3 edge. I'll move that right here. Let's take a look at it. Enable, show IP interface brief. Let's just take a look. So it really doesn't have much defined, just some VLANs there. So, okay. All right, so that's fine. That's good. All right, so what we'll do is we're going to use gig 1.2. So we're going to go into interface gig 1/2 conf t interface gig 1/2. We're going to say no switch port because we're putting on here an IP address. And the IP address is going to be IP address 180.168.38.2 255.255.252. I think we're already up, but I'll do a no shut and exit. So let's see. We should be able at this time to ping 180.168.38.1. Okay, good. So that's working. So we're able to ping the other side. We're able to ping P3. Okay. Let's do the same over here on branch switch 1. Move that down here. Let's see what we got. I would like to be able to see that a little bit better. Okay, so this is connected to P5. Enable show IP interface brief. We'll do that. And the connection here, let's make sure we know what that is, gig 03. So interface gig conft interface gig 0/3, no switch port. IP address is going to be 180.168.38.6. And this again, 252. Okay. Now that that is complete, that looks good. Let's make sure we can ping. Ping pint. Ping 180.168.38.5. So we'll make sure we can ping the other side of that. Okay, good. So we're able to ping the other side, which is good. So now what we're going to do is set up our IGP. We're going to use eIGRP for connectivity. Because remember, we set up, when we ordered this circuit, we said that we want to use eIGRP and we're going to use Autonomous System 20, or the provider said, okay, use Autonomous System 20. So router, eIGRP, and we'll just call this MPLS, named. So address family, IPv4 unicast, Autonomous System 20. All right. We're going to do topology base, because that's where we're going to do our redistribute. And we're just going to redistribute connected into there. And exit. And we're going to do our network statement, which is going to be 180.168.38.0, 38.0, 255, 255, 255.252. Let's make sure P3 is still up, because we're going to want to see that eIGRP comes up between these two. Okay, there we go. eIGRP is up. Perfect. Okay, that looks good. Now let's go down here and conft. And what we'll do is we're going to do the same thing. So router, eIGRP, MPLS, address family, IPv4, unicast, Autonomous System 20, topology base, redistribute, connect it. And I guess if we show what should be in there, let's do that. Show IP route. You can see right now, let's see, what we're seeing, the connected ones, 10.170, and this 192.168.5, but really the 10.170 is what we're after here. Okay, redistribute connected, exit, network, and then 180.168.38.4, 0.0.0.3, and that should bring up the adjacency, which it does. We see that right there. Perfect. Okay. So now we'll end show IP route. And what you can see right now, this connected route, 10.170.10, there you can see it's coming in externally. And it's also bringing in this 192.168.5. So both of those are there. And we should see now on this other side, let's see what it should be routing. So connected over here, we're looking for 10.160. So let's show run. No, show IP route. And there we have the eIGRP external. And it comes in, you can see the 170 administrative distance for external EIGRP via 180.168.38.1. So if we should be able to connect. Let's open up a device on here, PC1. Ping an 8. Let's see, IP adder. Let's make that bigger. So this is 10.170.10.10. Okay, so it has a route for the 10. Let's make sure that we can go over here and move this over into this system. And we're going to open up System Tools, Mate Terminal. Let's open that up. There it is. IP adder. Let's take a look. 10.160.10.10. So ping 10.170.10.10. And if we do a trace route, 10.170.10.10, we can see it's traversing the MPLS network right here, up here. So it's actually going into that MPLS network and coming back out. So that is correctly working. And that is the configuration for MPLS Layer 3 VPN. And you can see right now, we don't see any of the other routes. So if we go back on P3, which has two different connections to two different customers, you can see that it's going the green customer and the purple customer. If we do a show, let me get in there, show IP route, you can see there OSPF, but show IP route VRF. And can we do, so we do CUST1. There you go. That's the 10.180. Show IP route VRF CUST2. And there you go. So this is the route table 10.170, 10.160. You can see 10.180, 10.10, 200. So it keeps the routes separate. The routes are exchanged across this MPLS network. And that's how a layer 3 VPN works. So I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. And please subscribe.